I've had one run-in with the sheriffs of Albuquerque. It was on Thanksgiving, and it was like really terrifying. I was driving on Paseo or something, and like I had just smoked some weed in my car.
In the car?
Yeah.
So it smelled?
Yeah. And I had my grinder and everything in there. And I was speeding on Paseo. And, I saw the fucking car, and I was like, is that a cop? I just kept going. And I got fucking lights lit up, and I pulled over, and I was fucking scared. Like, I was like, I'm going to jail on fucking Thanksgiving. Like, this was 4 or 5 years ago. Not a good time in my life. I wasn't particularly being a very good person. But, and actually it was probably longer than that now that I think, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. But he pulls me over, and like, if I can smell it on my fucking breath, like, this motherfucker can smell it in my car. So I open the windows, and he's just like, have you been smoking weed? And I'm like, yeah, I fucking took a hit earlier. And he's like, well, what do you have in here? And I'm like, well, I have a fucking pipe and a grinder. So like, he took my pipe and just like chucked that fucker like over the median, and it was gone. I'm like, okay. And then he took my grinder and just like opened it up, dumped it out on the ground, like went back to his car, and I'm just like sitting there sweating bullets. And then he comes back, and he like gives me a speeding ticket and just fucking lets me go.
That grinder throws, or the pipe throws amazing.
Oh,
Did you know that you were doing fine once you threw the pipe, or were you like so confused?
Oh, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just like, and then, yeah, I mean, like I said, like he dropped the weed in the grinder on the fucking ground. And I think, again, I don't want to paint bad names for places I was at, but I was at the Family Advocacy Center at the time, and I had my work badge hanging down. And so he goes, because they have police officers in that building, and he goes, you work with our people? And I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm like, yeah. So I don't know if he called somebody and was like, is this your guy? Like, he was smoking. So I got really lucky. And that's really been, I think, the only time I've had altercation with police officers. I mean, I've been through a few checkpoints, but yeah, I've never been in a position where the police had to be involved. I mean, when I was younger, like a teenager, I got caught a few times, like sleeping in cars, like with girls, and they'd fucking knock on your window and be like, "Hey, get the fuck out!" And then,
but never been processed in jail.
Yeah,
that's a big.
Yeah,
I guess NCAA really helped you out by overscheduling you.
Yeah, no, I think it did help me out a lot.